welcome to my channel. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy to say. I've been wanting to make a YouTube channel and post content on here for the longest time, and I did make this a year ago, but I just never posted because I was too busy and just too scared to hit the post button. So I'm finally doing it, finally just pushing myself in the deep end and just going to think less and do more. So let's get started. Hi YouTube, I'm Simran and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited that you're here and I'm so happy that you found me, because if you like books, you like sports, you love a morally gray character, which is my favorite color and I hope it's yours as well, and if you love to escape into a fantasy realm, you're in the right spot. You're in the right spot. This is exactly where you should be, and hopefully you stick around. So for my first video, I thought I would do a Booktok Newbie tag just so you can understand what kind of books I like to read and what I hope to kind of make with this channel in terms of content. So I will be starting off strong with number one, why did I make this channel? So I actually make content on my TikTok page where I love to kind of talk about the books I've read. I like to share my journey in the sports industry and just post content that's fun to make. And so I thought, what better way to take what I've already done, but also keep going off of that and share some more insights, give some more detailed thoughts on my books, and connect with people that read the same books I read and create a community to connect with people from. My friends don't read, or if they do read books, they don't read at the same pace or the same types of books I read, and so I really just wanted to connect with people and share my thoughts, share my theories, share my unhinged memes that are always spewing in my head about these characters that I'm so invested in, that I personally think of as my close personal friends from time to time, honestly every day. And so that was what I wanted to do with this book space and share my hobby and just my passion for reading books. But plot twist, because there's always a good plot twist in the books that I love to read. I work in sports and I have been working in the sports industry for about 2-3 years now, and I love to use my social media to showcase my journey in the sports industry, but also share how I got to where I am. And so that is what this page is also for. So if you want to see behind the scenes, if you want to know more about my journey or know about tips and tricks to get into the sports industry, that's what this page is also for. Why do I love reading? I love reading because it's truly a movie in my head. Like, I don't know if other people can relate to this. I've seen things online where some people are able to see movies in their head when they're reading and some people don't. I personally see full-on movie production in my head when I'm reading, and I love that I get to like have that, and I love that I get to just exist in this realm of like fantasy or in this fiction realm that like doesn't exist. And I love getting to see I love getting to see themes that we see in our reality and in our real world play out into our fiction worlds, and just get to experience that. That's why I love reading. It's because you get to exist in these fantasy realms and just escape from reality, because sometimes a girl doesn't want to have to deal with her 9 to 5. She just wants to escape into her fictional world. So book or series got you into reading. So I used to be a big book reader when I was younger. I feel like a lot of people can relate to this, where they read a lot when they were younger and then they grew up, went to high school, university, and then kind of fell out of it. I was in the same boat. I could not look at a book. I could not touch a book. Like, you could not pay me enough money to spread open those pages. I would freak out, have a full-on like panic attack maybe. And I know that sounds dramatic, but like that was just like how bad I was, like how down bad I was to like not touch a book. Could not even like look at a book for years. And it was like that all through high school. Even when like we would have, I remember, assignments where we had to read books for class, like I would not. I was the kid that would like try and like go through like cliff notes online and like try to like understand it through that. The book that got me out of my reading slump was Fourth Wing. I love Fourth Wing so much, and I love the Empyrean series so much. If you couldn't tell, this is literally from the series. That book I owe my entire life to. Like, it's so good. Like, Violet Sorrengail is my favorite FMC that I think I've ever read, just because of her character and what she represents. And I am so excited for book 4. Like, I'm so ready for villain era Xaden and just Violet being unhinged, ready to get her man back. And I love Fourth Wing. The next question is, what books do I like? What genre of books do I like to read? So I really like to read romantasy. That's the genre that got me back into reading a little while ago, and so I really just love romantasy because it truly keeps me on my toes. Like, I genuinely like don't have peace when I'm reading these books. Like, there's no peace. Like, I eat them up and I love them so much, but I don't know what's gonna happen. And I think because of that, and because of the fact that I'm always on my toes guessing and figuring out what's gonna happen when I'm on like 25% done, 5% done of the book or whatever, I love that. And I love that it keeps me in suspense and it keeps me guessing and it keeps me wanting more, and it's so easy to eat up. So I definitely love a good romantasy. I love a fantasy as well. I also have started to get a little bit into dark romance, which is really interesting and really fun, and it's a lot more fresh than I think a regular romance book for me. I do love a good romance book, but right now I'm definitely leaning more into romantasy. When did I start reading? I kind of touched on this earlier, but I started reading when I was like in elementary school, so I feel like maybe like grade 2, grade 1, like when I was really young, I started reading, and I was best friends with my school librarian. Kid you not, like, she was my best friend. She knew my family. Miss Green, shout out to you. She's retired now, but she was like my best friend. I was her, I would volunteer to go help her during lunch breaks to like organize like the books and stuff. Like, I loved reading. It was that deep. It was that deep and that serious. And I read every single book in our small school library in our elementary school in, I think, grade 3 it was, or grade 4, but yeah, loved reading. It was always my favorite hobby. I went off for this Scholastic book fair that happened every year. That was my Boxing Day, to be quite honest with you. And I loved it. I loved reading. It was so much fun. It was my biggest hobby. Grew out of it and kind of went into a big slump when I reached high school, because it was like not cool, and I was like, oh, I can't be seen doing this. So I stopped reading because of it, and I hate that I did that, but I fell back into reading recently, like 6 months ago. So I feel like I'm finally getting back into things that I used to love doing as a kid, which is so fun. Last question is, what are my top 3 books that I've read? Obviously, Fourth Wing, number 1. Like, come on now. It got me out of a reading slump, and that book just means like so much to me. Like, it truly, like, chef's kiss. Like, I don't think a book will ever beat that. Like, number 2 would have to be Zodiac Academy. That book I still think about that entire series till this day. I remember right after I finished the series, it was 9 books, I went back like a psychopath and I would reread certain chapters throughout the entire series just so that I could feel something. And I still think about the characters till this day. It's been about a month since I finished the series for the first time, and I will be going back for a reread before the year ends for sure. It's so good. There's so many characters involved with it too, and it's such an underrated book. Like, not a lot of people talk about it in the romantasy realm, but it's so good and too good. Like, and then my 3rd favorite would have to be ACOTAR. Like, come on, I'm reading Thorn of Glass now, and so I'm slowly getting through the Sarah J. Maas universe, and I'm really excited to finally complete that universe. But ACOTAR for me was the 2nd big romantasy book that I read, so I loved it. Reese is just top tier, like the standard, and Feyre is just also iconic, and I really hope ACOTAR 6 is about Az and Elaine. I don't know if they're gonna be together. I don't even know what happens with Az in like the other books. Apparently him and Gwen are a thing, or people ship that. I don't know. The bonus chapter didn't happen in my mind. I don't even know what happened, but I would say those are my top 3. And then my current read is this one. This is my current read, and then after I read that, gotta finish the series that's right behind me, and then I want to start the Ever King series, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's literally my Booktube newbie tag. Thanks for watching. I hope you kind of got a sense of the books that I like to read, and if that's your vibe, romantasy, dark romance, then hopefully you stick around. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon, friends. Bye.